Hello, hello, welcome in everybody. It is Wednesday, March 12th, 2025. This is Sharp Fantasy Sports coming at you here today with your daily free pick here on YouTube. Make sure you follow us here on YouTube as well as our Winnable. We have more picks and more daily picks on our Winnable page on a regular basis to dive into the entire college basketball slate. Conference tournament weeks are in action. Mid-majors, a couple of those already finished the last few days. We got more going on. We got the big tournaments going on right now, the A10s you can see here. We got the Big Ten tournament starting out, the ACC, SEC, Big 12. So a lot of good stuff on the board. Unbelievable action, man. If you're working from home, make sure you lock in here, man. We start at 10:30 a.m. Central Time here, Richmond Davidson, man. All the way up, as you can see here, we're scrolling past all the way up to 10:30 p.m. on ESPN Plus with Cal Poly and UC Davis. Now, we're not going to bet every single one of these games, right? That'd be crazy. We will bet a ton of these, a ton of NCAA tournament games. You got to make sure as I'm sitting here talking about this right now, guys, make sure you have your correct unit size when you're placing on these games, right? We had a rough day yesterday, I'm not going to lie. Lost double digits in terms of unit sizes compared to the day before. So what, we broke even basically over the last like 3 days based on how we did. Maybe a little more in the green over the last 3 days. But here's the thing. You want to have the correct unit size so you're not overdoing it yourself. You're not overdoing it and you're not overcompensating and you're not going to lose out your ass, right? So if you were with us last few days where we were up like 20 something units for a 2 day span, then you were with us yesterday and you upped your unit size, you'd probably be heavily in the red. Now, if you're with us over the last 2 days and then you were with us yesterday, you're still in the green if you kept your unit size, right? So you got to make sure you keep your unit size, whether that's 1 unit, 2 units, and we always put 2 units per play on all the money line, ATS, over-unders, all those types of plays. We always go like 1 unit usually on the player props and the parlays and things like that. We go a little bit smaller, but when it comes to like straight bets, we like to go a little bit higher. So if like, hey, if your unit size is $5 and there's nothing wrong with that, put $10 in each one of these plays we have out, right? If we say 2 units, if we say 1 unit for it, put $5, right? If your unit size is $50, right, you're $50 on the parlays. And then if we're like, hey, put 2 units on Syracuse to win this game, and that's your $50 unit play, put $100 on this, right? So it just depends what you're at. Depends where you're at right now in terms of betting. If it's your first time betting, make sure you follow us, like the channel. For the college basketball, like the channel, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff, right? Not gonna sit and promote a million different apps and things like that for you. I'm just gonna get straight into the bets, right, and straight into the plays. We have a lot of great stuff going on today, man. We're gonna go to DraftKings for the best bet today, but we kind of like an early spot game. We want to have an early spot game, right? We're not gonna go like super early. We're gonna take a look through a couple different things. We're going over to line mate really quick. We really like line mate right now, honestly, guys. One of our favorite places to look for some trends and things like that. In addition to somewhere like Action Network, right? We love Action Network to look at all their data, see where the public's betting on here, see where some of the sharp actions coming in on the totals, over-unders, things like that. Get some good trends there as well. And our research too, in addition to Ken Palm, as you see right here, we take a look through DraftKings predictions, things like that. But obviously get on our Winnable page, as you can see right here. Subscribe to more because we're doing all the research for you. So hit the subscribe, at least to the free plan, $0 or $0 for that, right? There's nothing to it. We send you a text and email straight to your phone. Or get on VIP if you've been with us for a bit. We got 3 spots remaining here, okay? Now, taking a look through the spots here, taking a look at just where the sharp action's coming in. A lot of early games here. I want to see if we got anything going on in the early games here. Now, Richmond Davidson, a little bit of money coming in here on the sharp action for the over. We're not seeing any movement though from the open to the best odds right now, so I really kind of don't like that. Grambling State, a little bit of action here, which is not bad on the over from the open to the spot. Looks like some sharps are coming down the under though. Maybe push it back down to over the under 125.5. So you got to be looking around at some of these, and we're doing that for you, right? You may find the best odds on one book compared to the next, but we're going to find it for you to make sure you have the best odds and best in terms of comparisons to the projections too, right? So back to line mate. We'll come back to Action Network here in a second. A couple different games going on in terms of the trends I like. Now, Fordham, Rhode Island was what I was looking at in particular in terms of where we're at. I don't know exactly if we have any good trends when it comes to the spread or the over-unders. It looks like Georgetown's covered in 6 home games. I like to see if there's anything in terms of trends on the against the spread with each other. Oh, look at that. Covered in 4. Okay. I like this right here. Virginia's covered in 4 of their last 4 games versus Georgetown. Not too bad here. So we're going to kind of break it down here a little bit more. The last 10, how they've been hit rate wise. They haven't been cut. They've only been 50% covered to this line. Last 5. That's basically like a money line play though here. Honestly, I like to see the money line here. Let's go to the money line instead. Last 10. What have they been at? Yeah, 50%. Let's see exactly how they've been against each other head-to-head money line the last few times. Pretty good. They've covered for it. They've won this game. That's not bad, right? Honestly, not a bad play here. Virginia to beat Georgetown here. They've hit it. Last four games, they've hit this line. They've actually beat Georgetown. So they've won the last four times. That last time this year, they beat Georgetown at 75-61. So honestly, it's pretty good action here. I'd play into this maybe a little bit on the spread. Head to head at plus 1.5. They've hit this 100% of the time the last four games. Taking a look even deeper dive. Let's see if we can get a deeper dive into it. Well, we actually can't get past 2022, but you can see the last four times they played since 2022 they've hit this. They won the last time out in 2025. The last 10, how they've been playing the last 10 anyways. I'm curious how they've been playing. Virginia recently. Well, yeah, not the best. Up and down against Syracuse for Florida State. You never know what's going to happen here. It's a short spread here, as you can see here, the Virginia game in this matchup. 1.5, very low. I think they are, yeah, right here. We got 11 a.m. game. Yeah, these are low seeds, obviously, when they're starting out the ACC tournament here. And you never know what's going to happen here at a neutral site, right? This is a toss-up game. I don't really love it completely. If anything, maybe we'll go into Virginia on this and the VIP, so stick around for that for VIP if you're on a VIP plan watching this. May go into that. We'll see. More so, I kind of want to get into an over-under here on the game. And let's go back to line mate here. Get out of this. Go back to the home. I kind of like the Northwestern game a little bit. We're seeing a little bit of good action on that from Sharps. Yeah, it's a 2:30 spot here, Central Time. So if you're on the East Coast, 3:30. So just after the lunch hour, right, guys? So if you're watching this on the lunch hour, you still got time to bet this, right? I like this. Look at this right here. First trend I saw earlier today. Hit in four of the last four games against each other, the over 126.5. I love this shit, man. It's a good spot here, honestly. Going to the head-to-head matchup here again, looking at the shit. 4-4 last time at 127.5. And they've been way over this, man. Look at this shit. This is what was kind of crazy to me. Look at the lines here. 75, over 130 something here, 150s, 130s, 140s, 140s. So these lines, I mean, I get it, right? This is 2024 and 23. But even the last time out they played, I mean, they were still like in the, what was it, 138s right there? It's a low scoring total. I get it. We're at a neutral site here. But over 126.5, I think that's pretty easy money here, hitting four of the last four games against each other. Curious how they've been doing against each other the last five at the game total here. So they've hit this 100% of the time. Minnesota, that is. Northwestern, I'm curious how they've done in this spot. Workstation, let's go to the game total. How they've been the last five in terms of over 127.5. They've hit it 100% of the time. So I love this shit a lot, man. And back over to Action Network 2. Let's see where Action Network's at. So some sharp money coming in on it right now. Okay, not a ton, right? It's still at 127.5. It opened at 127.5. So what that means is we see some professional bettors actually putting a little bit more money. And I like this too. Sometimes you don't want to, like if I'm showing you guys this and I'm like, hey, a lot of sharp action came out of this. Sometimes it's a bad bet because the fact is they put too much money in on it, and then the total may be like if they put like if the sharp action network projections were like right here on this, like hey, a lot of sharp money came out of this. This may have gone from like 127.5 to like 130, and then it's like, yeah, it may not be a good bet, right? Who knows if that actually is. Once they start putting a little bit in on it, man, I love that shit. I don't know if we're seeing any action here too in the public betting. Let's go over to that. Let's see where the public is on this shit. Don't know exactly. I'm going to scroll down, see if we go Northwestern here. Okay, 80% of the public and nothing crazy, and the professional bettors, so nothing crazy there. But I do like that a lot. Right? I think it's a good early sign. I think later in the day, this total is gonna be bought up a lot, specifically based on these trends. I mean, they both hit this 100% of the time in the last five, and against each other, they've hit it four of the last four games. So that's gonna be our best bet, man. Let's go over to DraftKings, lock it in. I'm in Illinois right now. I reside here, so I can't even bet this one. So we're gonna show you exactly what it is on DraftKings, though. You can bet this wherever you want, right? As long as you're 21 plus. And you're able to bet on sports, right, on DraftKings, FanDuel, I don't know, BetMGM, Bovada, right, Rebbit, wherever you can bet on something, right, just a straight bet instead of a parlay like Prize Picks, lock this in, okay? So we can't find Northwestern on here for you, but we do love this one for you. Obviously, I can't find it on my board right now because I'm in Illinois, and it's not going to show up for me because they know my location, and we can't bet on college sports. Stupid, I know, but we love this one. It's our best bet. Over 127.5, 2 units. Lock this in. Love this. Minus 110 odds is perfect. And you already know why, man. Hit this four of the last four games against each other at 100%. All right, guys. That is the best bets for NCAA tournament, conference tournament action, that is, for later today, 2:30 p.m. Central Time. We're going to have a ton more, okay, a ton more free bets here on our Winible. So get over and subscribe, okay? We are Sharp Fantasy Sports. It is linked below. And again, if you want to get on VIP, if you want those, we'll have a ton more even in addition to that. on here. 3 spots remaining. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate you guys all. Let's win some money. See you soon. Peace.